Hi guys, I'm Uncle Richie.
Yo, what up? J Money's back.
And this is C10. And you're listening to the Uncle.
Good, thank you. It's been a great time watching and getting to see the Uncles podcast really kick off, and all the guests on there. Honestly, it's good. Everyone on there's got some good things to say.
Oh,
I was really looking forward to Benton's podcast, and I was
Yeah.
watching that. And shout out to Benton, man. This
Man.
guy he's honestly like. When we saw him play footy at the Masalais, and
Yeah.
when we played that time too, when he jumped on, man, this guy was just like full on. Just he was focused. You know, he knew what to say. He knew exactly what to tell the boys and where to be, and he's a good leader, bro. And so yeah, it's lovely to be here. So it's a pleasure. Thanks
Oh,
for having us.
man, no worries at all. And look, yeah, Benton, we recorded, earlier this week with Jackman, and I said the same thing.
Yeah.
He's an outright leader and
Mm.
in his own way, and you just have to be in the room or next to him
Yeah,
to
you just gotta
feel the energy.
Yeah, you gotta be there to know and
Oh.
feel.
So I'm just glad we had 2 episodes with him.
Yeah.
And he started off with a bit about his life and
Yeah.
how he came to be, and it was just a blessing to have him on.
Yeah. It's always it's interesting to meet new people.
Oh,
Just all the different kind of people you meet. It's just crazy. But you gotta put yourself out there a little. You gotta give something, and then
Oh,
the right people or just different interesting people will start you'll start making new connections, and connections is what it's all about in this world.
exactly, bro.
It's about who
Exactly.
you know, and that's a big thing. Yeah.
Well, that's it's funny you brought that up, because when you first walked in,
Yeah.
you were telling me that you just got a new place with the boys.
Yes. Got a new place with the
and,
boys.
And how you got that place was through your
Through
connections,
connections,
at the gym.
that's it.
So yeah, just talk a bit about that. How's the gym going?
So,
Because I know you guys
yeah.
are out at. I see the posts every now and then.
Yeah, Pit Stop Ashley.
Yeah.
Shout out Pit Stop Ashley.
Shout out Pit Stop
Shout out
Ashley.
Pit Stop Nah, honestly, Pit Stop Ashley is just great, bro. In general, just the gym, like a
Yeah.
community gym is nice to be a part of. It's something different that, I'm not really used to that. So coming into that was it's perfect, man. All the connections you make, people you meet, it's lovely. It's good to have a community where you're all pretty close with each other, and in terms of training and stuff, and the energy, the push they give, it's really motivating. Seeing all these different people in all their walks of life coming together and for one purpose.
Ooh,
For
just hit it on-
being healthy.
hit the
Keeping
nail on
healthy,
the head
getting
there.
the sweat on there.
Yeah.
The boys in the gym just talking
Oh.
shit. Yeah, it's just
Ah,
it's great. It's great.
there's really nothing like it. Then I'm guessing you guys mostly you like to work out in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I would say I chop and change.
Okay.
In summer, I would rather train in the mornings, nice and early, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. If I can get out of bed,
The sun's usually
the
up.
sun's
then.
usually up by then.
Yeah.
In summer, I think I work towards the weather. Once the sun's up, I'm up and I'm ready to
Yeah.
go. So
Nice.
yeah, I would say in summer I'm a morning trainer, and then in winter I love to train in the hours. Nice
Yeah.
sunset.
It's a bit too cold in
It's
the
a bit
mornings.
too cold in the mornings, 5 a.m. in the
Yeah.
mornings, shout out to those 5 a.m. crews.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
a
honestly.
solid gig.
Especially right throughout winter.
Yeah, man,
Oh.
right throughout winter. It gets cold sometimes in Brisbane.
Yeah, it does. Especially for us PNG
Yeah,
boys,
yeah. I don't mind it too much.
Yeah.
Coming from like Mount Hagen,
Oh yeah.
up in the islands. No,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good up there. The cold is different, you know.
It's a different cold.
It's a different kind of cold. This is like real winter cold. Whereas Hagen is standard, you know. Like it's cold all throughout the whole day. Nighttime it gets a little bit chillier than it normally is. And
Yeah.
then, you know.
What's one thing you miss or love about Hagen? If you had to
One
pick
thing-
one thing, or you can pick three.
I'll pick the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think I just miss Hagen. I think the life, like because up in Kuta, like where I'm from, like in the mountain,
Yeah.
it's just so like out there, you know. There's
Yeah.
no like city life, no nothing. You're just in
Ooh.
a nice house looking down,
Yeah.
good views, and then like the food, man, just the fresh market food from Hagen Market, like. I remember,
Strawberries.
yeah, strawberries, bro, banana, like pineapple, sweet, bro. This
For those people out there, you know, like that haven't been to PNG or, you know, we actually grow, you know, strawberries and some of the best pineapples come from the highlands, and it's nothing like the fruit that you'd taste here.
No, nothing.
It's a lot more. You can taste the organic flavor.
Yeah, like
in the fruit.
the flavors, the sugars, the juice, everything's just so rich.
Yes.
And it's all natural. You know, there's no such thing as literally just straight stick in the ground, bang, 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 make you cover butter. Just stick in the ground, and then you know strawberry in the ground, and it grows, bro. It's just perfect. The weather for it there as well, climate wise, I think it's.
Perfect.
They've said it's just perfect, like it just perfect ratio of everything, you know. So the fruit there and the food is just it's amazing, and that's what I miss.
Yeah.
Being able to like walk to school, you know, greasy moms lo 5 kina na what morning, mom hungry 5 kina, you know, grease, and then like $5 is a lot of money not back then, but like you know, not too long ago.
Oh, definitely.
And like I used to go buy 1 kina strawberries. So strawberry was my favorite fruit. And those were like you would get a whole just like bag full of strawberries, and that's what I ate all day.
man.
And then
That's so good, so fresh.
oh man, it was just Hagen strawberries are just different. And pineapple they cut it up as well in the market. All the Hagen kids will know. If you've been to Hagen and you go to the market, you know what they do. No, it's good. But yeah, I think they're the things I miss. And then I'll pick three. So my third one would be the like the scenery or the adventure, like places you go. You know.
Yeah.
We used to do like tubing on the weekends.
Yeah. Okay.
What comment they call it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just like a running
little from the mountains.
yeah, running
water,
creek. And you just go up there and you just start in one corner and you tube down on the big truck tubes. You know, you go and pay for it at the tire service. You know, 5-10 kina each.
Just blow it up.
And then they'll pump it up for you, and then you just go and sit on it all day, and you just cruise down the river.
SP in hand.
Yeah, you know, that's you really steam. Nah. Yes, that was the vibe. You know, I think that's what I miss the most. Is like being able to just on the weekend, like, and there's no cars, no nothing, no bus. It's just walking.
Yeah.
You walk from your house all the way to the one person's house, and you pick up love. You go to the next house. Pick up love. Go to the next house.
And then you just build slowly.
Yeah, you just build slowly, and then all of a sudden you've like tracked like 20-30 Ks somewhere in the bush, and you're just like ready to
no
go.
worries too. It's like you're not stressed or anything.
No stress. There's no we had nothing. No money or anything. If mom and dad throw a 5-10 kina here and there, you just keep put it in a pocket. That's it. You just add up. You just that's it. How you all the daily activities, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man, that just you just took me back there.
Yeah, bro. That's my favorite. Like 3 things I miss. It's just being able to go out on an adventure.
Yeah.
The food.
Yeah.
And like just being there. It's just lovely.
Yeah.
I haven't been back in so long, so I'm really looking forward. I think almost 5-6 years now.
Oh,
man. That's a long time.
Wow. Yeah, you'd be ready to go back.
I'm ready to go back. I think I think it's one of my goals this year is to try and go back. before the end of the year, before
Yeah, okay.
my crazy year next year.
Yeah.
Because next year will be pretty busy, you know. I
It
got
will
I got
be.
a little bub coming along,
Oh,
so
man.
a little baby girl.
Very exciting
So
times
that'll
for
be
you,
a-
bro.
That'll be a very busy year, but very
Yeah.
exciting times. Excited.
Yeah, no, for sure.
think-
for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm as prepared as you can be, you know. Like there's
Well,
no preparation for
Yeah.
being a new parent, you know. You just gotta
That's the
go
thing.
with it when it happens, you know. Then you gotta
Yeah.
start. Okay, how do I do this? How do I do that?
Oh, yeah. And I think anyone, like everyone, or anyone that's listening would agree that has a kid. I know my sister just had a little baby boy. And,
Shout out, Brit!
yeah,
Congratulations.
little Huey. So I got a nephew and someone to be a role model for.
Yes,
So
100%.
but she'd say the same thing. People can tell you this, people can tell you that, but
It's all up to you once you have your own, baby there. It's up to you. I feel like it's a big task. Like you're guiding someone into life, you know. So
oh, bro, that's the thing.
It's scary when you think about it because you're like
It is.
you want to make sure that you don't put any other like bad values. You know, you don't want them to think of anyone any differently. You know.
Of course, yeah.
You want them to know that everyone's out there. Everyone's lovely. The world's a great place.
Oh,
And that's what you.
yeah.
And it's hard to not get like sidetracked into like trying to raise them into different. Like people have a lot to say, but just I think main thing is just be yourself and just vibe out with your kid. Like just let them figure it out, but like just guide them along the way.
Oh, that's it. Just let it
Just
flow.
let it flow. Go with the flow.
Just go with the flow. Yeah, and then obviously, if you do well, and you set that path, then they're gonna do well, and they're gonna follow your path too.
I think if you have good values for yourself, like you've got good values yourself, you've got a good drive, I guess, in life, and you've got some sort of routine.
That's a big.
That's
thing.
what they see. They see what you're doing. So if you're always, if you're always at home, like mucking around, they're gonna love to walk around and play and all this. But if you're like, they're going from one place to another, you're doing this, you're doing that, ticking off a checklist. I think they look at that and they're like, oh, there's like, there's things you gotta do in the morning. So I gotta make sure I brush my hair, brush my teeth.
Yeah.
I do that with. I have a little stepdaughter.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I noticed that when the mom does all these things, she does the same thing. So I'm like, they just follow.
She's learned.
They're like a follower, So
Yeah,
when
of
the
course.
mom's brushing her hair, she's like looking and she's like, oh, maybe I'll brush my hair, or maybe I'll brush my teeth, or something like that. So
that's amazing.
looking at that, I'm like, all I have to do is just continue my normal life and just hope that they can pick up all the good things.
Yeah.
That come out of it.
And there'll be a lot more sleepless nights.
Yeah,
too.
oh my gosh. I thought working at the hospital was a challenge with all the shifts. No, man. I think babies they do it. They're the top,
Man,
their sleep is just
that's it's funny. All the guys that have, kids at work, that's all they, talk about when they come into work is, oh man, little Anna, she came into the room at 4 a.m. in the morning, and I've been up since 4 a.m. But he looks fine.
Yeah, he looks normal.
But, because he's in father mode, and he's done that for how many days or weeks, years now, and I think when you get to that level, you just sort of go with the flow.
It's like it becomes part of your normal routine now.
That's the
First
thing.
you used to get 8 hours of sleep, now you get 3. And that's just how it is, and your body will change to that and it'll stick to that.
Man.
And I think but like seeing a lot of friends as well who have had babies. Same thing. Sometimes you'll get good weeks where the baby, they say, sleeps throughout the night, all that. And then some days they just say terrible, like 1 hour of sleep, 2 hours of sleep.
It's definitely a challenge, but also a blessing, because you're gonna have someone there who is ultimately your flesh and blood.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're gonna be, it's anyone that has a kid will tell you that when you finally see them and they come out and you hold
different
them,
kind of love, like
it's different. It's different.
And I think that's what I'm excited about, is to have something different, like feeling a different kind of love.
Yeah.
When I felt that with my first daughter.
Yeah.
Oh man, like I didn't know that I could like feel my like I think I've had a few experiences where I've felt like different like feelings from my actual heart, like
yeah.
And so like when I first like with my first daughter, when I first like sort of was getting attached and all that kind of stuff, like I just felt so like it was a different kind of feeling, and all this I'm just like all day thinking about like what I'm doing. What's she doing, like like how does she survive in daycare, like what the hell goes on in daycare. And then you get so angry when little things happen, and like you're just like, it's just a whole different ball game,
It's just so invested and
you just don't know it until it happens, and it's a great feeling. Like it's feeling a different kind of love, like a different kind of emotion is like, it's just crazy. Like the what you're going through, you're just like, wow, this is great. I want to feel like this forever, like I want that feeling, or like that little like high to last forever, like stay on.
Oh man, that's so good to hear. I feel like you're ready now.
This is it. This is your moment.
But it's gonna be amazing. But look, let's dive into. I know you mentioned a bit about the hospital.
Yeah, 100%.
What's life like working there?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's the things you see and witness firsthand, and then it makes you. It's like the stuff you see firsthand. Crazy, like hospitals, like shout out to nurses, doctors, PSOs, food services, like all those, everyone that works in the hospital, like big shout out, because even the amount of shit that everyone puts up with, it's just like it's not on, but then at the same time you gotta put yourself in like those people's shoes, like patients' shoes, and realize like what kind of position they're in, and like without saying too much about them, it's more like what they're gonna face now and what they're doing, and like how they're going through the rehabilitation, and like who they're seeing, doctors, whatever, physios, therapists. It's like it's like a different game. It's just like an eye opener, and then it makes you appreciate what you have more. And so in saying that, and that's when I sort of like went into the gym fully, was because when I saw that, I was like, man, like
you need.
I honestly don't want to. I don't want to be like rude, but like I don't want to end up like them, because of their life choices, and like from the knowledge working there, it's just from poor lifestyle choices.
It is.
Like I'm not forcing everyone to work out or anything, but you've got to have some sort of physical activity in your day, because keeping your body moving, your blood flowing, your muscles working is very important.
I mean, it's gonna like there are some. Obviously, there are some, I guess, people who have bad accidents.
100%.
Like those people, they just have accidents.
Those people, it's just accidents,
Yeah, and then majority of the time, it's other people.
It's other people that like I said, you just bad, like putting it bluntly, bad lifestyle choices.
Don't look after themselves.
They don't look after themselves, and it gets to the point where like I sort of worry, thinking like, damn, like I hope that no one has to go through what they're going through, because of making these choices. So that's why I was like, I got to go to the gym. I've got to keep active.
Yeah.
For me, I just said I got to go gym because I don't mind working out. I love working out. So I said, I'll go to the gym. So that's what I did. But if you don't like working out, I mean, go for a walk, man. Go for a run. Go for do something. Find something to do, because most of those people there they don't have like a physical background. So they all played sports growing up, if you're in Australia, you have to. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just a must.
So
You know,
everyone plays. at
everyone
school.
plays sports. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who you are. Everyone just plays one sort of sport.
Yeah.
You know. But growing up, and then some people stop, and that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with not playing any sport or exercising. But then they take it. I feel like they let go a bit too much. Like even walks. Some people don't even
Yeah.
walk, and now looking at them now and stuff, and then the things they say to you, they're like, while you're young and fit, like make sure you're working out, make sure you eat properly, make sure you're doing this, otherwise you'll end up like me. This is why I'm here. And then I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking they're just being nice. But then later on, I was like, damn, like there's a lot more people saying that to me who are in that position. And I'm like, yeah, like 100% I'm going to work hard.
Yeah.
Like longevity,
Oh, for
when
sure.
you're training, when you're doing that, don't worry about looking good or
Nah.
big muscles. Just worry about the longevity.
Yeah.
You don't want to like no like hate to them or anything. But I don't want someone cleaning my bottom side. Like I don't want someone wiping my ass in the hospital. Okay, roll over.
Far out.
I don't know. I wouldn't want that on anyone or myself. So I'm definitely gonna be looking after myself.
Man, but and you have to, and
Yeah.
I feel like exercise or some sort of physical activity. Not the one Charles likes at night.
Diva,
Just- Just kidding. Anyways, any sort of physical activity, for me, it definitely makes me happy, and
Yeah,
I think
100%.
it sets the tone for the day.
Sets your tone, bro.
I like to
It does.
and if you guys are listening, sorry, it just started raining in Brisbane.
Yeah. Great weather.
It's actually quite beautiful.
Cool
Yeah.
weather. Nice breeze. Like it's different for summer. Summer in Queensland is terrible.
Yeah.
Can't deal with it. So this is really nice.
So it just started raining, bit of thunder. So if you're hearing that in the background, don't worry. It's not
Don't worry.
anything bad.
Nothing's happening behind the scenes.
Don't worry, it's not Charles in the room.
Charles isn't here yet.
But let's get back to it. Look, what I said, and Benton even said this today. I watched one of his reels, and he loved his reels at the
Bro,
moment.
love it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he just picks me up when I
it's
need
great.
it.
Rise to infinite greatness.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's great. It's one of those pages you see on your gram, and you're like, yes, what's on? What's
now?
on today? Like I want to go and see
Oh, bro.
what speech I need to listen to
Yeah.
today.
He said something about just finding yourself, finding out who you are, and really putting your time and effort into that before finding someone else.
Oh yes, bro, 100%.
And I saw that this morning, and I was like, damn,
that's
he just fucking hit me deep.
But it's just so. What do you call it? It's just like pinpoint,
Exactly.
When he says that, you definitely got to find yourself. You've got to understand yourself. You've got to be your own person. You've got to learn how to deal and control with your emotions.
Yes.
And how to communicate.
Yes.
With yourself. Mainly, like literally, you've got to be able to remember that you're not the only person living your life. You've got your being, your being is there as well.
Yeah.
And you need to take care of your being and yourself, so your being is like your conscious, your consciousness and your mind, it's on its own.
100%.
So you've got to work on how to not control, but like just work how to deal with it,
Yeah.
Heavy traffic in your mind, you've got to learn how to stop everything.
Yeah.
You've got to learn how to focus on certain things that will make you feel better. What is it, like internally, like you feel good, look good, smell good, all that kind of, and it starts
That's
from
it.
you,
That's
so
it.
you definitely have to find yourself, be happy with yourself, and then the right person will come along, like you want someone to fit in, not to change, you don't want to be adjusting or changing to anyone. You want to be able to just come together, you're still individuals. People keep forgetting that, when you're looking for someone, so to say, you're always looking for the perfect, puzzle or person to fit.
Most people are,
and, and then you get lost in all the, whatever you get lost in the process, and you find someone.
Yeah.
Then you see yourself having to change,
Yes.
And then that's when you have to take a step back and go, oh, look, should I be changing? Is this a good change or a bad change? Change is not necessarily bad, but you've got to question it, like you've got to make sure you analyze your life, or audit yourself and go, am I changing for good? Am I changing for bad? Am I losing a bit of myself?
Yes.
You don't want to lose
questions.
anything of yourself. You wanna make sure that you're one piece, and your other person's another piece. Like
Am now.
What's Charlie?
Yeah, I think I've heard this quote before, but in a relationship, it shouldn't be 50-50.
No.
It's 100-100.
100. You gotta both give 100%.
Yes, and you both give your best, and once you combine that, you can do anything you want.
That's it. Like I think you're meant to complement each other,
Of course.
rather than change or adjust to each other, or you just do your own thing, and hopefully this other person, whoever it is doing their own thing, and you both just are together, but you're still doing your own thing.
Yeah,
Main important is your own identity within a relationship. Your own identity within a friendship. It goes throughout the whole thing. You've got to know where you stand in all your relationships and friendships, and if you're gonna take a bullet, you got to make sure that they're gonna take a bullet too. To say.
Yeah, and look, since we're on the deep train, and let's finish off with, if I was to ask you one question, this question would probably be, what sort of advice would you give to a young Papua New Guinean man that probably just finished school now? He's finding his feet, finding his way. What sort of advice would you give to him?
That's a real tough.
Hit you with the hard one,
Hit me with a real solid one there.
Knockout punch.
Shit. Really, really good question. But I think the best advice I would give to anyone finishing school, especially a young PNG fella, is, man, like you're built different. You're from Papua New Guinea. The struggles ain't the same.
Yes.
You come from. Look at where you come from is just, it's amazing. Like not a lot of people besides Papua New Guineans can say I come from PNG, and you just understand. You know exactly what you've gone through, what you've been through. PNG is great. Express yourself through your culture. Make sure you stick to your roots. Know your roots. Know your background. Because people find that interesting. And if you're putting yourself out there, applying yourself, and just sharing a bit of yourself, you don't have to share your anything personal, straight to the bone. But I would say just being yourself and expressing yourself, like who you are, and just being out there and open, and you'll get the right opportunities. If you're looking for opportunities when you come out of school, it's all about connection. So make sure you're meeting new people. Put yourself out there, meet all these new people, random people. If you're at work, say hello to every motherfucker in the building. That's what I do when I go to work at hospital. I say hi to everyone from top to bottom. Just hey. Like, you don't have to talk to them. Just, hey, how you going? Morning, hey, morning, afternoon, good night. And then eventually, those people started talking to me.
You never know.
And then, some of them are doctors.
Yeah.
And then some of them are food services, some of them are physios, some of them. And man, it's amazing and interesting because I'm a people watcher. So when I listen to them, and then now I'm thinking like, what are they doing with themselves? And then now I'm like, oh, I know a doctor, I know a nurse, I know physio.
Yeah.
I know people from food services. I know people from all different kind of walks of life.
Yeah. Wow.
And then going back to the start of our conversation about the connections, I know all these people from the gym because I say when I walk in the morning, I say, hey, next minute, I know all these people from different walks of life, and they're like some real estate agents, some business owners. Gym owners, just normal casual workers, like just normal people every day. And then so that's how you make it. I would say make connections, and connections is what's gonna get you to where you want to be.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Wow!
It's all about connecting. The world's all connected. So if you can learn how to connect,
yes,
there's no limit, man. So
Jeddy,
100%.
wow, Jeddy.
Connection is.
Jeez.
Is what we're looking at.
Thank you very much. And I mean that's a detriment to the type of guy he is. Type of guy Jeddy is. You ask anyone within our Muscle group or friendship circle, they just love the energy that Jeddy brings to our group or to any community. And I'm sure you all understand that now after listening to this podcast. So I mean, look, this won't be the last time you'll see him on.
I'll be back.
Yeah, he's gonna come on. In the next few eps, we'll just keep pumping them out for you guys. But thank you once again for listening, and yeah, that's
There
Jeddy.
you go. Thank you very much for having me. Pleasure's mine.
Thanks, brother. Over and out.